Horsley. We will start again with Mr. Horsley on this next question, which is, do you think the supervisor should reassert oversight of county investment practices to prevent loss of county tax funds? And again, we'll have 2 minutes for this answer. Mr. Horsley.
And I do a little follow. I'm sorry, my last. In the healthcare district, we fund a lot of community clinics. We give about $4 million to community clinics. We also pay about $1.6 million to cover 1,500 children in San Mateo County who do not have healthcare coverage. So those healthcare districts, Sequoia Healthcare District and Peninsula Healthcare District, could pick up a lot of that slack to make sure we have a very robust system, and we could make sure that everyone gets quality or access to quality health care. And I have some other things that we're doing with Sequoia Hospital as well for women with certain kinds of cancers. I'm sorry, I forgot the question already, but it had to do with oversight. I'm sorry about it. Yes, the fact of the matter is the treasurer did a terrible job, that the Lehman Brothers, there were people who knew to get out of Lehman Brothers. And what happened is that the policy calls for all of the corporate paper that is held by the county treasurer is supposed to be a AA. When Lehman Brothers dropped down to B, what they should have done is they should have dropped it. They should have sold it. They would have lost some money, but they would not have lost the whole $150 million. So yes, the county should, in fact, have greater oversight in the investment policy. I have no problem with the treasurer running the office. They do a very good job of the day-to-day management of people. They do not do a good job and never have done a good job of managing money. And that $150 million loss, that translates into loss to school districts, to the community college, and to the county of San Mateo. And you have to, when you think about $150 million loss, they're no longer getting interest on that, so the loss is actually compounded. So yes, I would in fact insist that the county take oversight of that investment pool to make sure that never happens again.
One of the things about the Lehman Brothers failure that was so heartbreaking was the fact that all the special districts, the school districts, the transportation authority, many special districts are required by law to be part of the county investment pool. I know people who serve on special districts that were very nervous after Bear Stearns went out and had asked, can we get our money out of this? We don't feel good about this. And we're told no, they couldn't. So the first thing we need to do, in addition to having the board have an oversight position on the way that these investments are handled, we need much more transparency and much more participation from the members who are required to be part of this investment pool. So many of the districts have specific needs. We saw that several school districts who had had bond measures passed lost some of that money, and actually locally here, one of the Redwood Shores schools had to cut back on the design of one of the schools because that was money that the voters gave in good faith, and then that money was gone. Other school districts have had to cut back on personnel and other vital services because that money was lost. It's not a good situation to put a special district in to convince voters to give money, to raise taxes, and then lose that money and have to go back again. So what happened could have been avoided. Now, in light of what we've seen happening, I believe that there will be a real push to tighten up some of those investment strategies and actually change and modify them. And what I would like to see is more people from the private sector who have expertise in these kinds of issues and these kinds of investments being consulted when these decisions are being made. Thank you.